Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Isle of Berk, Claws of Berk. Now, I've I've been trying to build this. I built this part on stream, which it does not match the shape of the area at all, but it is going to be a big stalactite stalagmite to match the tree. Um and I was like, I just need more things to add to this area. Besides, of course, lava pools because I need some more variation. So I added this statue um that kind of looks like a dragon, kind of looks like a wonky lizard with its toes. But it's a little wonk. He's a little wonk and it's okay. I still love him for it. The Endermen keep leaving things and I swear. My favorite part is the eyes, which actually has crying obsidian behind it, but then I put amethyst cluster on top, which I think looks really cool from the side, because now you can see the eyes better, especially if you look at it from this point. You couldn't see the eyes before until the amethyst clusters were there, and they glow, which looks awesome. And then I went over here. There's so many dragons around trying to dodge them. And I added this skull. So which this was super fun to build. I had, like, a great time building this. So, what I ended up doing was blocking it out in just normal, basalt. That was it. And I was, like, trying to get the shape correct, and I just looked at a random skull to get a base idea of what I wanted. So then I went back once I had the base down and I added smooth basalt and tough to texture it to make it look really weathered. That like it was originally more white, but then over time it got darker as it has been here a long time. So that's the idea that it's been here so long that the coloring from the blackstone and like the soot from the lava or the fire it has discolored the, like, bones of it, but then I added teeths. I enjoy my teeths that I added. I oh, it's actually messed up. It's not meant to be there. I enjoy the teeths that I added. It took a long time for me to figure out. I originally was gonna do candles, and then I was like, "Oh, I can't put candles on top because these were gonna be, like, the big teeths here, and then the rest were gonna be candles." And then I remembered candles can't go upside down. Um, or well, I attempted to put it upside down and it didn't work. But then I got it, it was so much fun, I'm so happy. Or maybe I don't have any candles on me. I'm thinking maybe I could have done that where I placed the but they don't sit quite very tall. It's fine. Ooh, I didn't mean to push you up there, sorry, bud. But then the inside has which I'm actually the little guy's in the way. It has the nostrils, which I'm really proud of figuring out how to blend this in, as well as the, like, eye sockets have a little bit of a stare, and they, like, set in more, and they're a bit rounded because I didn't know what else to do. And then up here, which I'm also really happy about how this turned out, is the horns of the dragon, but I added the crying obsidian to be like they broke off here because they for some reason they broke off. So they're different shaped because they were wonk. But this dragon had big horns, but now they're just little stumps, which I think look really cool. And then this was also built on stream, which is another weathered bone. It's meant to resemble a like a spine and then the ribs, which I think it does really well for what I wanted it to be. And just attempting to figure it out, I think it looks really good. And then there's one that's broken, hence why the, like, basalt edge you can see, which I really like. I was really happy about how this spine turned out on stream. As I was going, I was just basing it off of what I've seen of, like, deer, how you can find them if you go for walks in the woods and stuff of an old deer that had passed, long past. But that's what I was trying to reference it off of because I don't know anatomy that much. And then as on stream, I was talking about that I need something big to go in the middle because we have this big tree over here that matches the area. Oh goodness. Like, the big tree was the centerpiece, so I needed a centerpiece over there to go with everything. So, one of the viewers had the awesome idea of doing a giant stalactite stalagmite situation that has like a big pillar. So, I think it'll be really cool to add this. The only problem is I have no idea how to blend this block into this block. So, it's going to be interesting. That is for sure. But I still have yet to figure that one out. Now, besides this, I really haven't done much else besides just literally fixing the edges and continuing where I left off. It's been, oh goodness, oh no, a rough week. Many of times I have fallen into lava, but all the way over to here is all done. I'm trying to add more. My goodness, how long am I gonna be on fire? More to the fact that there's more to this area than just, where'd it go? It's mad at me. I know it is. I hit it. Uh-oh. Uh, I did in fact hit it. No, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what's gonna happen. I wanted to add more that wasn't just lava pools because I was getting really sick of building these and just trying to figure out how to add them. And two, I wanted some bigger structures that added height to the area and it didn't just have it more flat. So hopefully I would like to add some more bones. I like the bones. I think they look really cool. It suggests that there was a really big dragon here at some point, but the one thing I will acknowledge is this spine, there's no way it attaches to that skull. I do not think the proportions are correct for it. It might be, I don't want to say close because I'm really bad at proportions on how things work. Um, it may be close-ish, but I don't think that that would match. I mean, no, it'd be way too big if this is too big to match that. So I think it subtly suggests that there were more than just one type of dragon here, that these bones are from big giants that were once here and roamed before, like, this became the cavern of protection that allowed so many dragons to come and rest here and be protected. That there were these big giants, and now they get to sit with them as they once were, but they are no longer here. But I'm really proud of this this spine. I think it looks really cool. I would like to add maybe some bones that kind of just like are little ones to add more depth, especially over to like here. Like this kind of goes into the lava. So I think if I add more where it like in between here, it will balance out the height problem. I want to add for sure. I am going to add a big claw from like a paw or a hand area. And maybe a wing. I don't know about like how bat wings have bones in them. I was thinking of adding something similar to that, but I do not know. But I do want like a big claw that was like really big and exaggerated. Obviously, it would not go with these bones, but it'd be a really big claw and it would not go with anything else. So I think it would really cement the idea that there were really big dragons here once. I'm really excited about this. I have like renewed determination to build this. The problem is Planet Zoo 3 got announced and I am so excited for it. And that is all I've been doing is playing Planet Zoo 1. Um, I've been trying to complete the game with all the achievements, which I am really close to getting. I have like 2 scenarios left that I need to do on hard to get gold, and I'll have 6 achievements done because I never did the scenarios before. So that is currently what I've been doing, instead of building, because yeah. But I've been slowly, as you can see, I'm just like kind of building this up and trying to get it to where it goes up. Now, the difficult part is I'm on 1.18.2, and therefore, well, this mod pack is. That means I cannot, sadly, cannot just have a happy guess to do the top. I have to figure it out with scaffolding and some more trial and error. So the big one coming down is probably gonna be a bit smaller than the one that holds on tight to the ceiling is gonna be a bit smaller than stalagmite. But I think it'll look really cool once it's blended out, and it gives, like it breaks up the upper part. It gives it more height, and we get more variation. I know, like, over here, the tree is really large, and therefore it does fill up a lot of space of the upper area, but I also know that this area really does not have much going on up top, and I still need to finish all of the glow lichen that I had started to place and never finished placing because I hated placing it. But there's that. Besides that, I've just been slowly collecting eggs, of what I would like to put in here. I have a lot of dragons, as you guys can tell, like a lot, a lot. I've been slowly collecting more and more eggs though, and I really need to go through and just get rid of all of the leftover parts from Enderman. They come in, they place the blocks, they leave. And it is frustrating because I do not wish for these to be here. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. Oh no. I got distracted. Oh, the dragons. I've been like, I think I have enough of. First off, I have way more of these guys than I need, and you are so frustrating that I had to get to you. You're really derpy and cute, but you were frustrating to get. I think one of my favorite ones is this one so far. I really like how it glows. Um, but yeah, I need to texture this and build the stalagmite that is going to be coming down to match it. And then I'll probably add a couple more to the ceiling to break it up and some more to the bottom to add. So this area is going to slowly get changed. Everything I've done so far was in general just winging it. So it does not bother me if I have to build some things over top of another part to make sure everything flows nicely together. But the lava pools were definitely useful to just get an idea out and see what I wanted to do. I think I might put like one here to make sure the space gets filled, and then like add some. There's probably going to be more up top than there is on the bottom, but I can definitely add like ones over here, like back here. And I'm really proud of this little pocket that I can't step into it. That made me happy. I made a spot where I couldn't fall and hurt myself. I've been using the lava for light source mostly to make sure nothing spawns here as it's dark right there. So there's still gonna be lava pools. It is the best thing I have to light without torches. I need to figure out something else to include light that does not involve lava because there's a lot of lava and it's so dangerous. But then there will probably be another stalagmite over here because there's so much room over here that I have not added. I mean, look at this guy. He's purple. Anyway, but enough about the idea. Let's actually get to building. Oh goodness. Building the actual build. So currently, this is what it looks like. And I will see you when there is way more progress on this build. All right, everyone, we have made it. Is it done? Oh, maybe not. Hold on. Bonk. It didn't get my thing done. I'm gonna make them so it is a little off center. I still don't have the lighting issue fixed. Like, I know I can get the upper part, but I don't know what to do about the bottom part. For lighting so things don't spawn. There's like 20 Endermen in here. But so far, I like it. I mean, there's so much iron. All of my iron has gone into building this. But It's definitely not bad for the first one, the big one, but very, very cool. This is meant to even out the big tree over here. So I'm gonna slowly add more and more, but I'm definitely gonna need more iron. It took stacks. I have so much. I've been collecting other parts of iron as well. I also broke one of my pickaxes. I did it again. I broke another pickaxe and had to fix it. Oh, that's a bad habit. But I also could add dripstone to it, but I think I'm just gonna leave it for now without dripstone points because I think it looks better if it wasn't as dangerous. But there's also the fact of it is a really big one, and I don't think adding tiny details will make it look better. I think it might just make it look a little wonk. Plus, I think the only places it would be realistic to put them would be on the very tips of it. So the very ends there and there. Because it would look weird for little ones to just be forming because it like has to build. So, but very cool. Took very long. I eventually gave up of trying to build top bottom, and I just made a little spot and just kept building up around it to make the top one. So at least now I don't have to like fight to figure out how to build them because I just need to place one block and then I can get the rest of it slowly built up. It looks a bit different from the bottom. It looks a bit more wonk, but they are forming from different directions, so that's alright. That's okay. Very much a tedious process, that is for sure, and I've used so much stuff. There's so much stuff that I have used. But that was definitely the hardest part of this, was just the upper part. But, okay. Hold on. I need some sound. I need to do some cleanup around here. Because it's daytime. Come at me! Have at me! That one's gone. This one's gone. Got him. I just sit here and I kill Endermen. That's all I do. It's me against the Enderman at this point. But oh no! Can I not get out of here? Okay, we're fine. I don't want to lose all the levels I have. That would have been bad. That would have been really bad. I'm just gonna set my spawn point right here real quick and like pretend this isn't happening. Okay. Thank goodness for the amulet. Or no, the belt slot. That gives me increased health because oh hey, that'd be problematic if I did not have that. But this has definitely worked out better than I first thought it would. This area, as I slowly add different things to it and not just lava. The lava is nice. I will admit the lava is nice to light up the area. But the more I add, the more character it gives to like the area and the history that might be behind it. Any more fireworks? Also, this changed textures. I updated the pack and they changed it. It throws me off every time I see it because I'm so used to it not being that. But there is like stacks of iron in general in there. And the worst part is, I don't know any better way to get raw iron than to just mine it. That is my best way to get it. And so it takes long times. I forgot how many sheep I was breeding. This was a while ago. Oh no. No, no, no. I value my ears. It looks the same. This texture does. It's just when you break it, it's different. But I'm getting distracted. All these dragons need names, and unfortunately, I has no names. So, it is a problem. But we're gonna go into here, and I have extra netherite sitting in my chest that I found. I have 2 pieces of netherite, so I'm thinking we upgrade some things, aka the storage, because I need the egg storage to be better. I have 1 netherite chest that is egg. I also need to do the forever wings because I have many of those. The other big guys as well. I don't know where the bewilder beast will sit just yet, as I know the forever wing will definitely go in the mountain. Ooh, a timberjack would be so cool to hatch. I have a lot of squadrons as well that I just have lying around. There's some snow wraiths. It should be cool. Or timber eggs. Or timberjacks. I guess they are timber eggs. I have a regular snow wraith. I think I have 1 snow wraith. And that's how I've been getting the teeth, is I've been brushing that one. And or just finding them. I'm gonna move these actually into there. But I think upgrading these chests, and that one's already upgraded, so I can't really. Oh, I forgot that was here. Let me just. Don't mind that. That's the build pattern I was using. But okay, so it is just a redstone torch. That is fairly simple. Do I not have any in here? There's a snow ray tooth in here. No, I don't. I think they changed textures, especially of the scales as well. Those did not look like that before. Stinger cells, turtle terror. Yeah, because these definitely did not have bones with them, which is cool because they are a bone napper squirrel cross. So I'm assuming these ones are still the same. The bone nappers have bones as their scales because they don't technically have scales, they just use bones. Okay, I need to get to, where did I put? Well, this needs to be put down here. There should be another one that has a whole bunch of eggs in it too. Here it is. I'm gonna have to empty this. I'm trying to figure out where I put my redstone stuff. It might still be in here. Oh, the other thing I did that I haven't shown, I do not believe I have, was I made an automatic smelter. There it is. Like, I also expanded this to have more area because I was thinking I could use that to power the furnaces, but it is. I think one of them screamed. Okay, but it is 16 furnaces. It is double sided, and there are like 48 hoppers in each of these. But this is the way I was smelting my what? Oh, one of these guys dropped berries. Okay. This was the way I was smelting my basalt into smooth basalt to have a whole bunch of that for the skeletons because I could not be the patience of I have no patience. I had no patience to wait for that to smelt in my smelters because I just couldn't. But now I get this, and I can finally upgrade these 2. And I'm just gonna slowly fill these up. This is the way I do it. I just slowly, and then the extras will go in here. And that's what I do for each one, since I know that these chests just have a whole bunch of different types in them. And that the rest can just go in here. I really need to like actually organize this better. I just don't want to. I don't. I don't have the patience to go through all these and actually order them by um critter, because I did that once when I originally made the chest system, and and then the progress was lost and I had to remake the chest system. Which, speaking of that, I really do need to do the save file on this again and make sure I won't lose anything for a second time. But it's just there's so many eggs at this point. It's not worth my patience to decide to do that yet. I'm definitely not a patient person um, at all. But besides that, there is one more place I want to show you guys so far. I do need to turn off my master volume though because it gets loud there and I don't want to kill anyone's ears. Now, I have shown this, but this is the product of it. The gold obviously is not meant to be in there, but it's just the extra I had, which I can probably stuff it into my hopper or my dispenser, some of it. But when I say I'm never gonna need to open another Stoker class or tame another one of them besides the eggs, like there's so many. And when I'm not actively doing things, I sit up here a lot. This is where I've also gotten my crying obsidian. And apparently blackstone is what I'm gonna use from this as well, because I'm never gonna use that again. Or I'm never gonna mine that again. Unfortunately, I do have to mine bastions for the gilded blackstone, so that's sad. I keep having to mine those. I mean, I have fire charges, I have ender pearls, which there isn't really much you can do with them. You can make a storage tool. I should probably make a storage link, but I just don't. I haven't. What is the difference? Oh, the controller block. I can make scrolls. I can make warp scrolls. I have vendors, and then like magnets and stuff. But there is tons of things in here. I should probably make blackboard. That could be cool to put into the house. I have arrows, which, speaking of arrows, I need to get my quiver and fill that up. That was like 5. I swear there was way more arrows there than when I picked up way more arrows. I thought there was like 500 something. I have no idea where they all went. But string, I mean fire resistance, I use when I'm building in the nether at this point because I keep some on me, which, thinking of that, I should probably put, I don't know if, yeah, I don't have any more splash potions. And some of those I had made myself. Oh, and this is, oh goodness, I did not, I didn't mean to pick all that up. There's just so much junk from this at this point. Did I pick up because the chests are all full, so I don't pick them up. But, yep, it still works, like, wonderfully. This is definitely my best XP area. It's why I've almost reached 1,000 XP. Before I died, of course. Which is why I did not want to die. But the hoppers, that entity cram, which you can actually see down there, are full. Hence why I'm picking things up when I stand here. I mean, look at that guy. Oh, he's got a backpack and everything. But these are really nice because I just sit here and, like, AFK, like, so I can go and walk off and do something else, and that sits on a timer down there, so I'm not controlling that either. And it's timed just right. It was just me using a bunch of repeaters. Again, I hate repeaters. But then, my favorite thing about this area is, of course, everyone is named Bob. Bobs. I've made the rule, I'm not allowed to name anything, so I chose the randomest name I could have thought of, and at that point, I was thinking of the stuffed teddy, um, that Bob holds. I used to have the teddy. I don't remember what the teddy's actual name is, but if you don't know Bob the Minion, I don't know what to tell you. That was my favorite minion as a child. But That is the pattern I was using to get from stone to dripstone, and then I used it to a different pattern for dripstone to blackstone, which I just can't. There is iron nuggets in here, so I don't really need to smelt iron, I just need raw iron. That looks so weird because of the way that gives me a headache. I need to stop looking at that. I'm gonna make myself feel bad. I need to just keep the waystone on me. And this is actually supposed to be my inventory. I just didn't have it on me. Oh, and then here's my little axolotl, which if I go home, I'll place him. I'm not gonna place him in the nether. I feel like that'd be a really bad idea. Where's my buddy? This is the axolotl I've been carrying around that I forget I have. For no other reason besides he's cute. I'm pretty sure I need to go work on the blue axolotl farm that I haven't touched since the episode of trying to do that. I quickly realized how much of a monumental task that would be, and I decided I'll do it later. Later never came. At least it hasn't so far. And I can't. I just can't. Life has been happening and it's been throwing me curveballs like every week. I try to get. I'm like, I'm gonna feel better this week. Nope. I'm in fact not gonna feel better. And the reason there isn't much done is I've been having really bad headaches because on Thursday fell out of my chair. Well, my chair fell backwards and I fell with it in it. And therefore I have a swollen part on the back of my head that now hurts. Ow. 0 out of 10. Don't recommend falling when the chair falls. Um it's easier to just bail and not get yourself as hurt as I did, but there's a swollen goose egg on the back of my head that's been hurting, so looking at or just sitting up in general has just been hard. Also, the weather near where I live is horrible right now, and I feel how good I feel depends on the weather, literally. So it's hard. I need a break. I need a nap. I'm gonna nap after this. This is my favorite thing to just sit here and chill because it just produces honey. I'm so happy about that. And I'm gonna need to adjust these chests to be bigger because there's just so much. Ah, too much. And then I have all these foxes that I don't know what to do with because I tamed them all, and now they just chill down here. And look at this little guy. Wait, I have carry up. I can pick things up again. Yes. Oh my goodness. I made this farm for just to AFK stone, but now I have Fane Miner enchantments and Silk Touch, so I just don't need to do that. I didn't know I could pick the. What else can I carry? Who else can I carry? You actually look very interesting. Okay, I can't carry the melanistic owl, but I actually really like the way you look. You're really cool texture. I'm gonna put you over here. Or wait, I can put you on a tree. Oh, I could put you on a tree. Where is my set aside little stick for to make these guys sit? Hold on. Come on, buddy. You gonna sit? No. Okay. You were. Oh, there you go. Very cool. I need to hatch more different woolly howls because this one looks awesome. The other ones I have that are like fruit themed don't do it justice. This one does. It looks so cool. But I have many critters I need to hatch and actually look at, but I haven't because procrastinating. But thank you all for watching this week's episode. I had fun recording it, even though it was mostly building. Oh, I'm breaking something. That's why. Whoops. But I will see you all next week for next week's episode, unless something changes or comes up. But other than that, bye bye.